Man, it's been a minute. Kind of missed last week's episode, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I don't think I'm gonna try my best to upload every single week, but just life has been crazy. Last week I just had to sort out a couple of things that are personal, and yeah, that's what took most of my time. So, but otherwise we back, and yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a little bit of a serious one today, as you can see the topic. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you're wondering why am I calling this a podcast, but it's more of a educational thing and short snippets, I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I think, let's say maybe we're leading towards actually doing like a proper podcast with mics and guests and all these kind of things, but I'm gonna start it anyways. I'm doing my own thing. I'm calling it my own thing. But otherwise, if it's the first time, do subscribe. Do press that like button. Do share it. And hopefully this video, once again, does help somebody. So as I said, as you can see in the description, we literally talking depression and suicide. Yeah, kind of heavy, hey? And just because I said that doesn't mean you need to run away. All of us suffer with some kind of stress and anxiety and depression. And one of the things that we all need to know is how to handle that. Yours truly, I don't know how many times I've gone through just a state of anxiety and depression. And it happens all the time. So for me personally, I came to a point where I was like, you know what, I need to learn how to manage this. I'm a type of person that if I see other people, can deal with certain things, I want to know as well, how can I deal with it? I don't like to just believe that, oh, it's the end of the world, or it's just I need to accept it. I'm not that kind of a person that just accepts things, so I try my best to learn. Today is going to be a lot of reading from me, but reason being is because I really want to be sure with what I say. I don't want to like kind of freestyle it. Most of the stuff I know, but I really want to take it off the actual book as well, and not say my own version of things. All right, so we got different stages, man. Stage one, we're gonna try and be short but very straight to the point, and hopefully it helps someone. So we're gonna first speak about the topic itself, depression, because man, I'm black. Maybe you also that's watching this is black, or let's just say you're African. We don't speak about depression. Like, depression is a thing that doesn't really affect us for some reason. And like I said, like if you're black and you tell your parents that you're depressed, they'll look at you crazy. They'll just tell you to fix it, or what, depressed, like telling us about stuff we don't know. Go and eat, go and have something to eat, or here's some money, go to Gateway or something and just have a good time for a bit. So it's a topic that's not really spoken about in our communities, and I'm really for our communities. I'm really for our people, and I really want them to be educated on these kind of things. But anyways, depression, what is it? What is depressed, and how do you even know that you're depressed? Feeling down time to time, and it happens, like you're just feeling down, you're feeling down and out. Life happens. There's a lot of things that can happen in your life that'll make you feel down. So you can't really just point it out that, okay, this is straightforward depression. What happens is, once it's on a constant loop and you feel like you're stuck in that loop, basically that's how I can put it. You feel like you're stuck in that specific loop, you're definitely in a state of depression. When you just feel like being alone, man, and you can't really connect with people anymore. And sometimes it's not really totally visible to people, but every time you feel like you have to pull out a front in front of people, you always got to be the specific person in front of them. And as soon as they walk away, you back into this loop and you feel like no one can help you. You're definitely in a state of depression. So warning signs, because I feel like we need to look out for our friends. We need to look out for each other. This may not be about you. Maybe you're perfectly fine, but maybe you might be surrounded by people around you, or someone, even a friend that might be depressed and you can't even spot it out. But if you hear stuff like someone feels helpless and hopeless, Like they feel like they're like nothing's getting better, things are going for the worst all the time. Every time they speak, it's just negativity, just how bad things are happening and how they can't help themselves. If they've lost interest on daily activities, like if there's a specific hobby that you guys always used to do together, they can't even do that anymore. Social gatherings and social activities they don't want to be involved in, and just the joy and pleasure of life they don't want to be associated with it. If they've lost their appetite, starting to lose weight, sleep patterns have changed. This is one of the ways I've also been able to spot if I'm really overthinking about certain things and kind of depressed, is when my sleep pattern kind of changes a bit. Maybe I wake up a little bit too early, or I start sleeping very early, or I can't even sleep at all. That's when I know, okay, something's not right. Anger and irritation, that's a big one. Loss of energy. If you always like, if this person always is down, you can, we human beings are so weird, we can really feel energy, we can feel people's energies. If they're feeling worthless, or if they have some kind of guilt, or even you feel like you're worthless, or you have some kind of guilt of whatever that you've done, and you harshly criticize yourself. If someone that's, they harshly just speak about their faults and mistakes that have done. Reckless behavior, that's very like dangerous, like, doing dangerous stuff, maybe speeding, all the time, and even like getting into substance abuse, like excessive drinking to literally get drunk. Concentration of problems, focusing too much on the actual problem. If they're always speaking about that specific problem, or whatever problems that they have in their lives. And this is the last one. I'm not sure how true this is, but if they also suffer from like, back aches and stomach aches. Stomach aches, I think, is the definite. But if they're always complaining about their body, like that, literally their body kind of hurts. So those are some of the symptoms. You can actually check it out. There's way more. Check it out on the South African Depression and Anxiety group. I encountered this page and I was like fascinated. Like I was like, wow, I didn't know like a group of people like this actually exist, and such an organization actually exists. So you guys can definitely check that out. Have a read on it. Like I said, like it may not be for you, but it might be for someone that you know. It might be for a friend, it might be for a family member, it might be for your child. These things are just really good to equip yourself, because when you do encounter someone that's going through something, you want to have the tools to really help them out. Yeah, I'm about to end this anyways. This is going to be really short. Then, I'm very solution minded. I don't like to think too much about the negative. So we've kind of gone through the depression, or what it is and how to actually spot it, and just signs and warning signs. And normally, if someone is stuck in the state for too long, that's when it starts leading to them speaking about dying or killing themselves, or that they shouldn't even exist, or they start saying their goodbyes, or they start like going back to like things like loose ends and trying to like fix certain relationships, and it's like this person's kind of like leaving. Those are the signs that they kind of come to more like suicide. And if someone switches up, like from being sad, they can switch up immediately to being calm and happy. Those kind of things are really high alerts. And when you start seeing that, really try and speak to that person or try and get some help. And like I said, you guys can search the South African Depression Anxiety group. That'll definitely help you out. So for me, what I've done is there's a course that I've taken 3 times, like, because it's so good. It's a counseling course, and I've taken it 3 times every single year. I go through this course, and it helps me, and it's also help people that are around me and people that I love. And it's done by Dr. Basil Trine, and he's an amazing speaker, an amazing teacher as well. So we literally got this book. It speaks about your emotions and your thoughts, and for me, it's gold. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This is absolute gold for myself and also for people. So I'm gonna share a couple of points here and a couple of examples in this book. If you guys wanna want to get a hold of it, or you want to know how you can get hold of it, let me know, and I'll try and also find out if maybe there is something available, like a PDF file for you guys to download. But it's amazing. So let's see. Kind of had the points nicely here. I just want to see how I was gonna. Oh yeah. Okay, so basically the book is, this booklet is literally speaking about you and your emotions. So kind of separating yourself from your emotions, and you knowing that you are not your emotions, and you're not your thoughts. Emotions and thoughts play a big role in our lives, because those two normally lead to a specific action. Always remember that. Your emotions and your thoughts play a really big role in your life, because they normally lead towards a specific action. Right? So there's an example that is really cool here. So think of, there's a guy called Mazibuko. Right? There's a guy called Mazibuko. Mazibuko, number one, sees a cake, has a perception about the cake, so sees a cake, and has specific beliefs and thoughts about that cake. So he sees the cake, and his thoughts and beliefs about the cake is, wow, this looks really nice. Like, this cake looks nice, looks sweet, it's a chocolate cake. Then number three, his emotions are, he wants to eat this cake. Like, he wants to taste it. And the results will be, oh man, sorry about that, phone calls. The results about that is he eats the cake, right? That's one. Number two, example number two, Mazibugo, same thing, sees a cake. This time, Mazibugo's thoughts and beliefs are, there must have been flies on this cake, and flies are nasty and have germs. So, you know what? Germs and just flies make me feel sick. And this cake right now is making me feel sick. That's number three. So now he's feeling sick and he's feeling disgusted. Turns away and doesn't eat the cake. Same cake, right? Then, example number three. Mazibuwa sees this cake, same cake, right? Thoughts and beliefs. I'm working out right now. I am at the gym and I'm really gaining weight. Been gaining a lot of weight. I need to cut down my weight, and this cake is gonna make me gain weight. You know what? I feel fat, so I'm not gonna eat this cake. But instead of eating this cake, I'm gonna cut this cake into half. I'm gonna give one to Tom 40, and I'm gonna give one to Sia, right? So that's another result of it. So as you can see, the cake itself didn't change, didn't do anything, but it was the thought that one person had about the cake, and each thought had a different result at the end. Where am I getting at here? Thoughts give you emotions and feelings, and give you actions. That's one of the most important things that you need to understand. So we need to have rational thinking. Like, you shouldn't think falsely of the situation and things that are happening in your life. And this happens a lot of time. Like, a lot of things happen, and we tend to overthink it, or we tend to think beyond what it actually is, and we're not looking at it as how it is and the reality of it. So the solution to this is actually rational thinking. It's thinking and seeing things the way that they are. So there's 5 characteristics that I want to share with you guys today. And number one is, if it's rational thinking, this, you got to ask yourself, is it true? So it has to be true. Rational thinking is looking at something and it being true. If you feel like you're worthless, is it true? Like, think about it now. You as a human being, as a person, is it true? There's so many things that you've done probably to excite someone, to help someone. Someone look up to you. Someone thinks you're their hero. You've assisted so many people. You've done so many things. You here in this life, and you matter. That's for sure. You're God's creation. So that's not true. You're not worthless. Then this needs to lead to protecting your life. So whatever you're thinking at that point, it needs to lead to protecting your life. It needs to be something that will not harm you. It leads you to get what you want quickly. So, whatever in that case is, because normally it's always a situation. If the thought is taking you away from getting what you want, then it's an irrational thought. Keeps you out of trouble that you do not want. This has to do with like the police or your boss or someone that you love. So your thinking has to, whatever you think about in that specific moment, has to be something that keeps you away from trouble. You know, it shouldn't be something that gets you into trouble, whether it's with your loved one or even at work. So whatever you're thinking, it shouldn't be something that will lead you towards getting into trouble at your workplace or with someone that you love, your spouse. Then last one is they keep you from feeling the way you do not want to feel, which is a major thing, like, because that's the whole point about this. So if you have a thought and it's making you feel the way you do not want to feel, change the thought. Automatically change the thought. Because like I said, you gotta think of stuff that'll make you feel the way that you want to feel. So it's a huge fight. It's an emotional fight and maybe even spiritual. It's a mind fight. So you gotta really realize that, hey man, I'm not my thoughts at all. All right, I'm not gonna go into so much detail of this. I wanted to share this because, man, we live in a world where someone put up a post and said, we are a depressed generation with happy pictures. So, and that's so true. Like, there's never been a time where there is so many cool stuff you're seeing, like online. People are having the time of their life. People are traveling. People are getting money. Things are happening. But it's all on the outside. We don't know what's happening on the inside. So there could be a lot of people out there that are really dealing with anxiety and depression. And their only way to deal with it is through social media and making it look like everything's okay. So for me, I'm like, you know what? I could make my channel about how cool my life is, or to a point where I'm maybe even lying to you guys. Or I can use my channel to really communicate about serious things, social injustice and social ills. And that's what I'm all about. So hope this helped you, and if you ever need if they did help you and you ever need to talk, please let me know in the comment section, or you can actually send me an inbox via YouTube or my Instagram handles. They should pop up right now. But also, you need professional help if you do need help like that, so you can also get some professional help. Like I said, it was the South African Anxiety and Depression group. Then also have a friend who deals a lot with this, and her Instagram handle is popping up right now, so you can follow her. She always posts up a couple of things that can help you, like, just to identify. And like I said, like, we all human beings, so just always take a note of how you're feeling and how your life is. That's what's important. Let's all be safe. Let's all love each other. Let's enjoy life, but let's also be real with how we feel inside. Let's not wait until we all blow up. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and I sure did. I'm really going over this thing again. I'm really gonna go over this thing again for the 5th time. Otherwise, guys, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and I will see you next week. This is Podcast.